Hello everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. In the previous episode, we finished off the Acorn Plains with Lemmy Swingback Castle. And today's episode, it's Luigi's turn. Layer Cake Desert. This theme is clever. So, normally in Mario games, the desert world is always the second world in the game. This is a dessert level. I love that so much. It's such a clever pun and I love it. Alright then, so as you can see in the background, there's stuff like sculptures that resemble ice cream cones. It's just so much fun. But anyway, what we'll be doing in this level is we'll be avoiding the evil flying squirrels of evilness and continuing on over here. So let's be careful and avoid these jerks. I believe there is something down here we can go check out. Maybe... No. I was thinking that the first dark one was beyond the wall, but nope, it's over here. It's all good. So something really cool is that the baby Yoshis, we never actually really talked about them outside of the flying thing, but the baby Yoshis are able to actually eat the bad guys as well, so that's something that's pretty handy. I believe for this area right here we can... There we go, we pushed the right button. So let's pick up baby Yoshi one more time, go down here, and I think there's something down here, maybe some kind of perhaps? Nope, just coins. Hooray for editing! Alright, so that was kind of a big waste of time. It was literally only coins, and we didn't need to do any of that. Let's just start with that guy. I didn't mean to have the baby Yoshi eat them, but it still worked out in the end. So you can still use your gliding powers while you're holding on to baby Yoshi, but pushing the power-up button, ZL or ZR, it will use baby Yoshi's flying ability rather than the flying squirrel shoots ability. So I believe the next star coin is going to be located up here. And let me upwards. Alright, fine, we'll do it your way. I hope you're happy, game. Alright then. Alright, third star coin is down there. So let's grab it. Haha. No star coin can elude me. I am the master of seeking the star coins. They shall be my destiny. And let's head over here. And try to be unnecessarily epic and fail miserably. Oh well, we tried.
You made it.
Oh, this is terrible! Some weirdo stole a bunch of stuff, and he's so fast I'll never catch him! Please, you've got to help me! That was my all-time double favorite stuff, and I may never see it again. Ah, this is no time to stand around. He was headed for Acorn Plains. Oh, I almost forgot. Pipes are a surefire answer when you're in a rush.
Alrighty then, so this is basically teaching you that you'll be able to use the warp pipes to go across the worlds, so you don't have to go through any menus or anything like that. Personally, I like going the long way around because I'm weird, but we go in here, and it seems like there's some kind of notification to go back to Acorn Plains way. And now we have to catch Nabbit. So, this is a pretty fun level where you have to go pretty quickly across the area to find Nabbit and things like that. So, try not to eat too many things with Baby Yoshi because that will slow you down a little bit. You only have so much time to catch up to him. We're falling behind, we're falling behind. When Nabbit sees Luigi or whoever you're playing as, then they'll go faster and things like that. They will slow down if you're lagging behind. And we got Nabbit. Dag, Nabbit.
You got my stuff back. Thanks a million. Here, take this. You've earned it. And it should come in handy when you're in a tough spot.
Alright then, so that's pretty fun. So we could use a warp pipe to go back up there, but I want to use the acorn. I'm gonna grab the acorn while we're going back up there, because like I said a moment ago, I go in the long way around. I will use the warp pipe at other points during the Let's Play, so that we're not wasting too much time, but it's literally just around the corner, so it's not like it's taking a lot of time to do that. So as we change the characters, we already have Mario and Luigi. We also have Yellow Toad, Toadette, who has easier gameplay, and we can actually play as Nabbit. So, Nabbit and Toadette have some very interesting properties with them, which we'll be getting into in a moment, but as for right now, we're gonna be the best Yellow Toad you've ever seen! And welcome to Perilous Pokey Cave. And that right there, we got to see the easiest way we can defeat a Pokey. So, if you eat the head, it will be defeated in one hit. So that's pretty useful. Alright, we can just fly around you. I'm not gonna try and do that too often, so we can complete the level normally. There we go. We did it. That's not too bad. You definitely do want to try to avoid attacking it while it's all spiky and things like that, because it's a lot easier to defeat when the spikes are gone. Okay, that was close. So, the Pokies, they change to get rid of their spikes to the beat of the music, at the same point in time where the Koopas or the Goombas or enemies like that will do a cute little dance. This is a really cool feature where the enemies will actually have slightly different abilities or will have cute little animations whenever the music appears. But I can't hear my game audio while I'm recording this video, so I can't hear that. So we have to make a choice. So do we want to keep the baby Yoshi or the grown-up Yoshi? As much as I don't want to do this, we're going to leave the baby Yoshi behind, and because I do believe that we are going to need the grown-up Yoshi first, and it's going to be coming up pretty soon. It's kind of weird, they have 4 pipes right there, and only one of them actually goes somewhere. Oh, you do follow us. Can I eat you? Oh! I can eat the baby Yoshi! Okay, we don't have to leave you behind. That's pretty good to know. Alright, we can do this. We can conquer the world. Okay, let's abandon you. And see if there's anything up here. It looks like there is. And it's just coins. So those enemies right there, they kind of resemble the Keith enemy from The Legend of Zelda, if you're familiar with that series. So basically how they work is that whenever you get close enough to them, they'll try to follow you at the... What am I trying to say? They try to follow you at the exact height that you're at when you got close enough to them. So like we're down here, they'll continue on a straight path in that direction. So that's something that if you want to keep in mind. There's a pipe up there, but I believe there's another hidden one somewhere in this level. I believe it's located in here. So whenever you're eating the body of the Pokey, it'll be eaten in pieces. That's another thing you want to keep in mind. Ah, I found the way. We found the way. take the invisible coin block and go up the pipe. Can we jump on your head? We can. Okay, so try not to eat them immediately. Wait for... Well, actually, you don't have to wait for anything. You just jump on their head and they'll be pleasant about it. They'll still have their cute little smiles. They're like, yay, somebody jumped on my head. It's a Pokey thing. Don't worry about it. It's a cultural thing for the Pokies to be jumped on, to have their heads jumped on. I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway. We go back out here, and there's cake in the background. Oh, I love cake. Cake is amazing. Alright, let's leave the Yoshi behind and take the far superior baby version. It's really weird that you can take the baby Yoshi with you between levels, but you can't take the grown-up ones. It's weird. And next up, the true star of the game, Toadette. Welcome to Fire Snake Cavern. So, Toadette is a very unique character in this game. So I don't know if we're going to see it in this level, but there is a very special power-up that only Toadette can use. Basically, she's this game's easy mode, so we'll get into why in a moment. This probably isn't the best example to show her off as for the first time, but trust me, by the end of the series, we definitely will see what makes Toadette so unique in this game. I will say that if you're playing New Super Luigi U, Toadette also has the ability to not have slippery shoes or anything like that, because for those of you who don't know, in New Super Luigi U, if you're playing that game, the physics for that game work a little bit differently. But as for right now, we have a new form of Baby Yoshi. This one is all glow-in-the-dark and stuff like that. So basically how this works is that you shake the controller, or you... You can shake the controller or press the ZR button to make things go all glowy and things like that. This is really cool and all, but the thing is, it's also very situational, so this would be very useless if we were playing the previous level, for example. Also, Baby Yoshi cannot eat the Hammer Bros for some reason, I don't really know why, but that's just the thing. So one thing that's worth mentioning is that whenever you see a spot that will give you a super moon, 3-up moon, or whatever you want to call it, whenever you see a spot like that, they'll always respawn when you die. So even if you died a horrific and gruesome death, then you should be okay, because you die once, but then you get a 3-up. So in the end, you get like a profit of 2 lives anyway. So those kind of things do make a pretty good level grinding spot if you want to go through that. We need all of these piranha plants because they stole Toadette's spot in Smash Brothers. One thing that I will say that I'm honestly a little bit surprised about is the fact that in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Daisy also has the ability to pull out a Toad that'll act as a counterattack. I'm honestly surprised that she doesn't pull out Toadette or anything like that. Because that would have been kind of fun if they could do something like that, but they didn't, so whatever. Oh, right, we need to be a super form for that. Are you a beer? Yes, you are. Okie dokie. Alright, hooray for editing! I decided to backtrack for a little bit because it was driving me a little bit crazy that we didn't find the first and the third star coin. So I backtracked for a little bit and then I died, and now here we are. Ah, no, Baby Yoshi, come back here! Alright then, so... one thing that's also worth mentioning about the Hammer Bros is that if you use the glowing ability close to them, they'll get knocked over, which will make them easier to defeat. But this character right here, this is Peachette. It's a very weird name, I know, but this is what happens when Toadette uses the Super Crown. Those super crowns, where they spawn are places where you would have normally gotten a flying squirrel suit. Toadette can still use a flying squirrel suit, but if she activates a block that would allow her to use one, she turns into Peachette instead. Now, Peachette works very similarly to a flying squirrel suit, but she also has the ability to survive falling down bottomless pits. So if you fall down a bottomless pit, she'll automatically bounce upwards, and that'll give you a chance to save yourself. We didn't really get a whole lot of opportunities to show off Peachette quite yet, so we're not going to switch to Mario just yet. We're going to wait on that for a little bit. But as for right now,
pick a block and I'll give you whatever items inside. I'm gonna shuffle them now, so watch closely. You don't want to pick a Bowser.
okay, it's the second and fourth one. Aha! So now let's move onwards towards the fortress. Stoneslide Tower. Alright, so just like before, Baby Yoshi's will not follow you into the fortress. So this is a big reason why I decided to stay with Toadette for this level, even though we should technically switch to Mario right now. Because I want to have an opportunity to show off Peachette and all of her awesomeness. So like I said a moment ago, with Peachette, she'll be able to survive going down bottomless pits. She'll also be able to... she'll also be able to glide around like the flying squirrel suit. That's basically it, but it's just a really interesting idea, because the thing with Peachette is that this accomplishes an idea that Nintendo's been wanting to do for a long time. So when they were developing New Super Mario Bros. Wii, they wanted to include Peach as a playable character in that game, but they decided against it because it would have required additional programming to program Peach's skirt. So this kind of accomplishes that idea, because even though it's not exactly Princess Peach that's playable, it is a version of her, which is something that I've personally been wanting for a little while, because it is kind of boring having, ooh, Mario and Luigi, oh, it's so exciting, and then you just have two generic Toads. Don't get me wrong, I do love the Toad characters in Mario games, it's just, couldn't you have made the fourth character just a little bit more unique? That's a big reason why I love this version of New Super Mario Bros. U in particular, because they do try to go a little bit out of their way to make unique characters. Alright, so let's head over here. I want to avoid using Ice Flower as much as I can, because I want to have Peachette on screen for as long as possible. Oh, there's another Super Crown right there. Can it please? Game, let me get the stupid king. I don't need it, but I want the additional points because I'm greedy. Alrighty then. Right then. Let's head up here. Getting a little concerned that we haven't seen the third star coin yet. It's probably called something else in this game, but I don't remember off the top of my head because Nintendo changes their minds every other game on what they're called. Aha, I see now. Alright, so what you want to do is that you want to do this, where it'll bounce around and then you move that around. Let's try that again. There we go, okie dokie. And this is the part where it gets tricky. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Ah, I got the shiny, and now we're almost dead. Well, goodbye, Peachette. It was nice knowing you. So, okay, let's talk about Peachette just a little bit more. So, another thing that's widely known about Peachette is the community kind of got a little bit weird with her. So, this was until Nintendo confirmed that only Toadette will transform if she puts on a Super Crown. So, when that happened, there were a lot of people who were wondering what would happen if another character would have put on a Super Crown. So this of course led to people wondering what would happen if Bowser put on the Super Crown. You can see where I'm going with this. This was the origin of the Bowsette meme. It also led to other things like the Bouette meme, which the Otaku artist actually did a animation on, and I'll link to the corner of the screen. You can click on the card if you want. So, yeah, it was honestly a bit of a weird time for the Mario fanbase, but honestly, it was a lot of fun. I know it was weird, and I know a lot of people did get sick of it after a little while, but the Bowsette meme was definitely one of my more personal favorite ones that's come out of the Mario series. And just look at Toadette's adorable dance when she wins. Trust me, if I could, I would play through the entire Let's Play with only Toadette, but there are other characters that I would like to demonstrate in this game as well, and it would honestly be way too much of an easy mode to only demonstrate Toadette. And she's not even the easiest character in this game. Alright then, so now we're taking care of all that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah!